Hey, welcome back to Citispell. Y'all couldn't let it go, could you? I was fixing to do a video. I know it's been a while, but I would already set this up. I was fixing to do a video on emergency lighting. How to utilize solar lights in a grid down or no electricity, blah, blah, blah situation. Couldn't let it go though, could you? Couldn't let it go. Let me fix that camera. So, let's slide in a little snippet of a Fox News media video of Mr. Donald Trump, former president, giving some words at a rally in Pennsylvania. So check it out.
And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
This does not look good. I'm going to be honest with you. From what we can see right here, it looks like they are attempting to move him out, that he may have been injured. He is holding up his arm.
What do you think about that? Right or left? Republican, Democrat, Independent. Got a little dust there. There's no excuse. No good reason to be taking pot shots at the President of the United States of America. I'm sure I mean, it's hard to find actually this news clip. Fox News is running it. I see nothing come across Facebook. Sorry, old habit. But I see nothing come across Facebook when it happened. Heard nothing. My phone didn't light up. It's almost as if somebody doesn't want to discuss it or bring it to light. Well, it's to light now, and the people that this camera's bugging me. Okay, that's better. But the people that it concerns is the entire nation. You're going to see Republicans going absolutely crazy over this, as they should, and you should also see the most liberal of Democrats, the far left. You should see them going just as crazy as well, losing their mind. And I don't care if it's a mad rush of idiots going into the Capitol and breaking things, or if it's the BLM rioting, whether it's a right wing, left wing thing. This is sad. It's like there's no adult in the room. So this angers me as an American. As you know, I try to keep the left, right, politics and everything aside. I wasn't alive when President Kennedy had been shot. I was alive to see when President Reagan was shot. But at the time that these things took place, the entire nation stood up and said, "This is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. We don't do this. We make our voices known at the polls. We make our voices known at rallies, freedom of speech, the whole 9 yards. You can agree to disagree with a candidate, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. It's heartbreaking, really, to know that there's people out there that would take politics to this level. Are you a child? Is that your temper tantrum? Again, right or left, matters not. Should not be taking politics to violence. Violence should come a long ways down the road after politics doesn't work. If your country becomes dictatorial or tyrannical, that is the final solution, absolutely. But not when You still have the ability to vote. You still have the ability to hold rallies and things of that nature. But to take a pot shot, shoot towards a candidate, that's not right. That's childish, and it's sick and evil. Again, whether it's Democrat or Republican, absolutely evil. So we need to pray for the nation and pray for our leaders, including the ones that are in power. It doesn't matter who's in power. Obviously, if you've seen some of President Biden's speeches, there's something, not just recently, some of us have been watching this progress over a period of time, but there's something wrong with the man. Cognitive something. And for the family members and close friends of his to keep pushing him and forcing him basically to believe that he is 100%, 110%, he's no different than he was when he was 25, to keep pushing this guy into the limelight and keep having these foul-ups, these misspeaking. It's making him look bad, and the absolute abuse of this older gentleman that happens to be our president is forefront, and nobody's talking about that. They're just talking about anti-Biden. Biden is, look at this guy, and they're making fun of this guy. I feel the man needs prayer. I pray that God changes the hearts of the people that are around him and realize, let me put it this way. My grandfather, he lived to be almost 90. So he was in his 80s. There's no way when my grandfather started having mental issues, natural, because he is 90 years old. There's no way that I would push him into the limelight and try to get him to do what he did for 50 years. He couldn't do it. And it'd be elderly abuse. Just like you would abuse a child, it's no different with an adult. The older they get, if you are forcing something on somebody that would obviously, because it would physically and mentally hurt them for your goal, your selfish goal. I don't get it. So again, I'm not even talking about the politic issues or anything. We're talking about human beings here. You're forcing an elderly gentleman who did what he got hired to do, or again, we're not talking about politics. We're not going to talk about the voting and what may or may not have happened in 2020. None of that. We're talking about what's currently reality. You have this elderly gentleman who is president, who should be relaxing and retiring, but he's being forced. You just know he's being forced into this situation. It doesn't look good. It looks like he's being, because of his wife and his son and his family members and some of his big donors, it looks like he is has no choice. He's a prisoner to continue this farce that he's 100%, that he can mentally continue down the road as leader of this free nation. And the same goes for Trump, as far as if he was cognitive or mentally or physically, what have you, if he's impaired and anybody pushes that man to do it because, MAGA and go Trump and all that other stuff, you're wrong. You're dead wrong to push a person like that, to abuse another human being like that for your selfish goals. Look it up sometime. I don't have it right in front of me, the exact details, but look it up sometime. Look at the average age, the ages of our founding fathers. Look at the ages of Washington and my mind just went blank because I'm kind of upset about this whole childish thing that's going on. But Washington and Jefferson, and look at Ben Franklin. I mean, they were younger. Ben Franklin was old at the time, but Washington, Jefferson, some of the others, the youngest founding father was 18 years old. Washington's 40 years old. We've got presidents now that are twice that age. Come on, these next generations, these follow-up generations, my generation. We need the younger people to lead this country. We need them to step up. Is that why these crusty old white guys are running and winning and running the country? I know a lot of it has to do with big money. Their ads drowned out anybody else that might even be thinking about doing it, like this third-party Kennedy. But look at him. He's no young guy either. When I say young, I'm talking 30s and 40s. Whether you liked him or didn't like him, Obama, he was one of the youngest current 21st century presidents. I mean, what is he, in his 30s, 40s? And look how well he did. Not saying he did well for the country. I'm not going into politics. I'm saying as a president, speaking and carrying on and visiting dignitaries and visiting overseas and doing things. He had vim and vigor. So younger generations need to set up and take notice. This isn't just this old white guy, crusty white guy's country. This is all of our country. Black, white, brown, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're 35 years old and you're a citizen of this country, you can be the president of this United States. Did you know that? 35 years old and a citizen of this country, and you can run for president. You can lead this country. So if you're even thinking about it, get your ducks in a row, get your life in order, start spreading the word. Heck, start at 25 years old, knowing in 10 years that you're legally allowed to run for president, and start your campaign. They might have all the money, but you could have word of mouth. Start at 25 years old and work your way up. But anyways, just wanted to spout off a little bit and get it off my chest, because it really does make me mad that we have such childish, evil, childish individuals in this country that would literally commit violence against well, he was the president of the former president of the United States, and if anybody even does it to the current one, I don't care who you are, what party you're from, you're a sad individual. You're a worthless human being. So if you watch the snippet, I do believe you can overhear the Secret Service saying shooter is down or something like that. Well, good. That person's wherever they need to be, because it ain't with us here in normal society. Bye. Anyways, thanks for listening to my rant. Politics aside, we need to do better. Pray for this country. And I will get you that video for emergency lighting. It just kind of jumped up and got my attention right quick. I don't care which party you're from, left or right. You need to get out there and make your voices heard, and that's at the ballot box. Get out there and vote, if any time more than any other. I mean, you have a lot of the people that would never even think of saying to Biden that he needs to leave public eye because of his inability to have that speech correctly or speak correctly. You have people that you would. I mean, George Clooney's coming out against Biden. I mean, you got all these big donors. The heir of Disney, Abigail Disney, she says that she won't give any more money unless that man stands down. I mean, you got all these people that are turning on this guy. I mean, it sounds like buyer's remorse to me. But then on the other side, you have Donald Trump. And of course, you get the third party, which he don't stand a chance. I mean, this is a two-party system. It's sad that those are our choices. Not because I hate or like one over the other, but because look at our choices. Where's our 35, 40-year-old vim and vigor, super Republican or super Democrat with a history of accomplishments? Where are these people at? Male, female, does not matter. I'll be the first to, congratulations to the first female president. You know, let's do better. Our society, we're a laughing stock. This is ridiculous. These other countries are, what is going on with America? So if you want to see changes, and I don't need anybody telling me, and you can, I don't need anybody commenting that voting doesn't matter. Okay, so listen to this. So you don't believe voting picks the president. You think it's a selection, not an election. Okay. Well, whomever is in the office coming up, right? January 2025, whomever they're in that term, think about it this way. More than likely they're going to have one, maybe two Supreme Court choices. So if you don't want to vote for one of these yahoos, just remember, see which one of these yahoos, right or left, see which one, see how they would vote to put in, see how they would choose to put in a Supreme Court choice, right? So in ways, think of it this way. You still need to vote. Make your voices heard. If for nothing, just if it makes you feel better, Mr. I don't ever vote because the system's rigged. You're voting for the Supreme Court choice. Okay? So, anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for sitting a spell. And I hope the day finds you well, and pray for this country. Thanks for sitting a spell, and like and subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Feel free to share. God bless.